Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today and the next few videos will be a bit unusual because I recently completed my 15,000 kilometer of running. That's at least according to my Strava account. When I started running several years ago, I never imagined that I would reach 15,000 kilometers. And to save some of you some conversion, that's around 9,300 miles. I started running several years ago, and my original idea was just to lose a few kilos because, I was starting to get fat and I wanted just to be able to enjoy beer and junk food without any guilt. But as you can see, things went in a different direction. So here am I logged into my Strava account, and I would like to create a database from my Strava activities in order to keep my training more organized going forward. So let's head over to training and my activities. And it seems that I have exactly 1,500 activities, but the problem is that there is no export to Excel option here. So after reading Strava's documentation, and obviously with some help of ChatGPT, I was able to create this Python script, which I'm not going to go into details now, but it will allow me to connect to Strava's application programming interface in order to fetch those data points that I'm interested in. And in the end, it should create an Excel file, and that Excel file should have two worksheets there, one with the Strava activities and another one with the shoes, because I'm extremely interested in calculating exactly how much money I spent on running shoes, but that's going to be in one of the next videos. So I'll have to run the script now, but before doing this, I'll have to get a new access token. Now, by the time you will be watching this video, then this access token will have expired, but I don't think it's a good practice to share access tokens. And other than that, we saw that I have 1,500 activities. So this process will not happen instantly. I assume it's going to take some time. And maybe we can calculate exactly how much time it's going to take. So here I can write from date time import date time. Let's leave a start time marker here. So I'm gonna print here printf, and let's write process started at, and here we can call the now method from date time, and I will copy paste this in the end of the script, where I will just replace this to finish, and here will be processed finished at date time now. And last thing, the file that should be created will be stored in this location. So if I check this location now in Windows Explorer, you can see that I don't have a file called Strava_database. So that's how we're going to proceed. I'm gonna get a new access token from Strava, and I'm gonna run the script, and I will continue the video once the data has been fetched. Hey, welcome back. It seems that the process has completed successfully. And if I check the print statements here, it says that the total activities fetched are exactly 1,500. And the entire process took about 4 minutes. So now let's head over to Windows Explorer, and there is the Strava_database Excel file. So let's open it. And as expected, there are two worksheets here, one with the activities and another one with the shoes. If I simply select column activity ID, then we can see that I have 1,501 rows here, but the first one obviously is the header. So it seems that all activities have been fetched successfully. And then if I check quickly the shoes worksheet, then I can see all the running shoes that I've used in Strava. And I think there should be also 2 bicycles here, this one and also this one. So yeah, I'm very interested to calculate exactly how much money I spent on running shoes, but to calculate this, I'll have to do some research first and check my credit card statements. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to report on this in one of my next videos. So going back to the activities worksheet, I would like to load all my activities in SQL, and therefore I'm gonna use this Excel macro enabled workbook. And why am I not going to use Excel? Because as much as I love Excel, Excel is not a database. So earlier today, I've already created a database in SQL Server Management Studio, which I simply called My Business. And in this My Business database, I've created a table, database object.strava activities, and it will consist of these fields. And apparently this is their data type. And if I run this select statement, we will see that currently the table is empty. It has 0 rows. So I will need to populate it with the data from the activities worksheet. So therefore, I'm gonna copy all the data here. And in this macro enabled workbook and in the ETL worksheet, which ETL in the data world obviously stands for extract, transform, load. And if I click Alt F11 to launch the Visual Basic Editor, we'll see here that I have another vibe coded script, which will help me with the load to the database. It's going to create 2 SQL files, which will be stored in this location after I run the script. And it's going to create 2 files because it's going to create this long insert into string. And since we saw that I have 1,500 activities, the SQL Express version, the free version that I'm using, it has a limitation of 1,000 records per insert into statement. So that's why it's going to split this into 2 files. So I'm gonna click run now, and there should be 2 files here. So let's see, click run. It says 2 files created. And if I go back to Windows Explorer, I can see the 2 SQL files. Let's open the first one. And yeah, it creates this long insert into values string. So I can execute it. And it says 751 rows affected. And let's also do the same with the second one. Now it says 749 rows affected. So I can close this tab and this one also. And now if I execute the select statement once again, and if what I have done is correct, then there should be 1,500 rows here. So let's see. And it seems that it's correct. And it seems that the data was loaded from oldest to newest activities. And if I want to verify that my last run from earlier today is here, then I guess I can simply order by start date in descending order, meaning it will change the sort from newest to oldest. And I can see that my last run, as I'm recording the video, is from earlier today, and it's 19.07 kilometers, which seems to be correct, and I think that's around 12 miles. So now let's write some very easy SQL queries in this video. In the next video, I'm going to write some more intermediate stuff. And there will be some stats which I don't think are possible with Strava's data analytics capabilities, at least for now, like longest streak and longest break from running. And the break in my case is mainly due to injuries, but we'll get to that in the next video. So for now, let's just get the total number of activities. And we already saw that there are exactly 1,500. So if I run this, it's going to return 1,500. Then let's get the total running distance. And let's see what was the name of the column, because I don't remember it in my head. Yeah, it's distance underscore kilometers, but I should filter only the activity types where the value in this column equals run. So I can write here where activity type equals run, and here this will be sum of distance underscore kilometers, and let's give this column, let's give this an alias as total running distance. If I click run here, it should return 15,110. Then let's get the count of activities split per type. So let's see the entire table once again. And I should simply group by the activity type and count the activities. So I can write here activity type, comma count, and I'm gonna give this an alias as count underscore per underscore type, and then here group by activity type. And if I execute this, yeah, and maybe for better visibility, I should sort by count per type in descending order. So order by count in descending. And as expected, most of my activities, probably more than 90%, are runs. And the last one for today, and let's get my longest run. So as far as I remember, the name of the column was distance underscore kilometers. So I should get the maximum value here, and I should filter where the activity type is run. So if I write here where activity type equals run, and I can get the max of in column distance underscore kilometers. And if I run this, it's going to return 42.93 kilometers, which is a little bit more than a marathon, but it only returns the value. It doesn't return the entire row. To get the entire row, one of the ways will be to use this as a subquery, right? So I can write select star from DBO Strava activities where distance underscore kilometers equals, and here in parentheses I will use this inner select as subquery, and let's indent it a little bit to look better. And if I run this, and it returns Frankfurt Marathon in year 2023, where I believe I finished just outside the 3-hour mark. And maybe if I go back to my Strava account, I should be able to find this activity by name. So let's write Frankfurt here. And yeah, there it is, Frankfurt Marathon. It was on 29th of October 2023. I'm pretty sure that there were some GPS error here, because I'm not sure why would I run 700 meters more in a marathon. And it says here that my marathon time was 2:57:42, which was not correct. I believe the official time was 3 hours, 0 minutes, 59 seconds. I remember this was a very windy and rainy day. And this was the map of the Frankfurt Marathon. So thanks for watching. In the next videos, I will write a few more advanced or maybe more intermediate queries and get my longest streak of running and longest break from running, and the days where I have run twice, and so on. And in one of the next videos, I will also be interested to calculate exactly how much money I spent on running shoes. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, then please drop those in the comments. I'll make sure to reply as fast as I can, and I'll see you in the next one.